Okay. Hi guys and girls. I'm just setting off from my last auction in George's Hall in Sydney, which was for the one of the first real estate offices I worked for, the Professionals Padstow. A property has just been sold here in Currajong Street, George's Hall, and it's sold after auction for $1,150,000. In total today, I had 10 auctions booked. I think in the end, there have been 5 to 6 that have sold. I think 5, and I think 1 just got sold shortly afterwards. And what I'm going to do is, as I'm driving home, I've got Susan to my left. She's going to give me a bit of a rundown. Today she came along with hello Nikki. Today Susan came along with me because she wanted to have a look at the backstage view of an auctioneer, the conversations that we have with buyers, sellers, getting deals done. And Susan's been taking notes, and Susan's going to give me some of her bullet points, and I'm going to expand on them. Hello, Lisa. Hello to you all. I hope every real estate agent that has Sunday off has a great weekend. And we're driving. We'll be driving for around 10 minutes. And Susan, over to you. What were some of the learnings that you had?
Thank you, Tom. So the key learning today is all about transparency. Because when you're transparent with the buyers and the vendors, then that way
I don't think they're going to be able to hear you clearly from where you are. So how about I just just summarize it. So the first one that Susan brought up was transparency. So one of the things that I do, guys and girls, is when we're negotiating with the highest bidder and trying to get the vendor to accept an offer which is lower than the reserve, what is actually happening is this. I actually am describing to everyone in the crowd what is going on. What is going on? I'm explaining to everyone what is going on. I'm actually saying, as you can see, at the moment there's a discussion that's being held with the vendor because the reserve is a little bit higher than the number that's been offered here, and we're trying to bring a resolution to the sale. And the reason why is people love transparency. People love to actually feel like, they're part of it all. Susan, what's the next learning you had there?
Next learning is just to add value to your clients and walk around and ask them, how's the sale of your property going? So it's basically adding value to your auction clients and asking the buyers, are you buying or browsing?
Okay, so Susan is essentially saying there that there's a lot of people that are out and about on a Saturday, right? And out on a Saturday, I think you've got a golden opportunity to be segmenting people on where they are. Are they buyers? Are they sellers? Here's a great piece of dialogue. Can I ask you, are you here today because you're looking to purchase a home, or are you just researching sales in the local area to keep you up to date with your property if it's nearby? So what you're doing is you're doing a bit of market research, because people at the end of the day are either there as a buyer, they're there as a potential seller, they might be there because they rent in the area, they're an investor, and all you're doing is segmenting it, because it's really difficult to know who to call people on a Saturday, on a Saturday afternoon or on a Monday. And by the way, guys and girls, may I say to you, Saturday afternoon callbacks, we love Saturday afternoon callbacks, because generally speaking, the agent that gets back to buyers first controls the conversation, and if it is a potential vendor, you've always got that first move advantage. Susan, what's the next learning?
Next learning is to adjust your auctioneering style based on the culture.
Adjust your auctioneering style based on the culture. So basically, I start my auctions in the inner city. And in the inner city, we have a different demographic. Hello, Brenton, how are you? In the inner city, we have a different demographic.
Hey,
in the inner city, we have people that are younger, single, a strong gay community. And then as I move further out from the city and I move into what I call the, inner west, and a little bit of the outer west of the inner west. I know it's strange, but the inner west, there's two parts to it. That what you do is that you move into more a family demographic. You move into more Asian cultures. And it was, Susan, how do you say congratulations in Mandarin?
恭喜.
恭喜, 恭喜, 恭喜. There's some learning for you. That is congratulations in Mandarin. 恭喜, 恭喜, Gung shit.
Yeah, that's spot on, Tom.
Okay.
Okay. So
What other learnings did we have?
if you reject the first bid, you set a certain expectation and you give them a solution. For example, if you reject 1 million, you say, what about 1 lakh?
Okay, when you reject a bid off a buyer, you do it gracefully. You don't fucking give them the shits. And what you do is you offer them a solution as well. I'm just changing lanes, everyone. Okay, I'm not going to change the lane here. I'll change it after. What you do is, sir, I won't take the 1.1, but I'll tell you what I will do. I'll make it 1.2, and if there's no further bidding, I'll go with you quickly. That doesn't mean you're going to sell it to them. All it means that you're going to go with them quickly. So guys and girls, all I'm saying is if you reject the bid, provide a solution. Next learning, Susan.
Next learning is just to move to where the action is.
Move to where the action is. If you're sitting at an auction and all the bidding is coming from one area, move your body towards those people and go towards those people, because essentially these people need your attention. These people need your energy. Any other learning, Susan?
Momentum bidding.
Momentum bidding. Momentum bidding. You'll notice some of my auctions, and go on Instagram today, I put a fair bit on Insta. Why did I do that? Because I'm always trying to fucking hack a way to find out what's working, what's not working, what's getting better engagement, what's better views. And I'll tell you straight, here's the deal on social media. Trust me, you got to keep trying to hack it. And the reason why is there's no golden rule. Why? Because the coders at fucking Facebook are changing the algorithm all the time. So the only way that you're going to actually learn is to be actually doing what they're doing, and that is trying to fucking hack the system. It was so much cheaper with Facebook before, but that's okay. We've been building a tribe that's got our vibe for many years now, Susan. What's the next learning?
That's right. We are very platform and device agnostic.
Very platform and device agnostic.
Yes. The last learning, probably a really key one, is you ask them, you ask the agent, what happens if you only get
okay.
to a certain
So
figure?
guys and girls, one of the things that I like to do is to try and establish from a vendor their take figure. Now, it's sometimes difficult for the listing agent to do that because they've had a relationship over 4 weeks. So I'll come along. If I'm given a reserve of say 1.4, I'll say to them, what if the bidding stops at 1,320,000? What do I do then? Do I call the auction off, or do we come to and have a chat with you? So the what if is very useful. It's a hypothetical question, but it's basically saying to the vendors, do we call the whole thing off, or do we come and speak to you? And the response to that answer tells you whether you are in that zone. Sometimes I'll say, no way, forget it. If it goes to that, tell them to leave, tell them to go away. Well, that's a pretty clear statement on where they are and what zone they're in. So, next, Susan, any other learnings?
Those are the key learnings. Guys, if you like the video, like it, tag a colleague, and share it.
If you like the video, tag it, share it, smash it. What else, Susan?
And leave a comment. Let us know how your day went. How did things go in your marketplace, and how did you put deals together?
We'd love to find out how was your market day? Was there a lot of buyer energy, medium buyer energy, or no buyer energy? And tell us where you're from. And I'd like you to tag and share this video. And by the way, guess what, guys and girls? Let's find out tomorrow morning what the clearance rate is, and then find out what the real clearance rate is, because uncollectibles every week are not being handed in on the final number. Last week, 55% uncollectibles in Brisbane. Sydney, get ready. There were 30% uncollectibles. Melbourne, 20% uncollectibles. Guess what? All the uncollectibles generally have not sold. I hope the Reserve Bank isn't making decisions on interest rates based on the clearance rate. Guys and girls, on that note, I'm going to let you go. Have a good weekend. And here's my big tip. I bet you the West Tigers beat the Roosters in the upset of the season at 5:30 today. Guys, have a great day.
We'll see you on Sunday Night Rant.
Sunday Night Rant.
See you then.